weekend here at Muscle in the Morning, and I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, June 14th, 2019. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. To quote legendary hip-hop mogul Dr. Dre, those who are quiet will always cause riots. And when you look at what Cyd Gillon's been doing lately, from where I'm sitting, she's starting to look like a one-woman wrecking crew. The reigning and defending two-time figure Olympia champ is getting closer by the rep to etching out her place in history as one of the few women who can make the claim to being a three-time division champ. Cyd looks like she's hungry, she's training like her back's against the wall, and when you can manage to get up every day and train with that sort of mentality, it makes it a tall order for anyone trying to stand between you and your destiny. Nowadays, with so many people keeping their eyes and ears tuned into everything that's going on social media, it seems almost impossible for athletes to slip under the radar. But it does seem like rookie classic physique star Abood Saif has a certain element of mystery to him. Saif won his pro card at last year's Amateur Olympia, where he went in and dominated from wire to wire on his way to walking away with the overall title. On Tuesday, someone inside Abood's camp leaked progress photos that showed their guy sporting some of the best conditioning that we've seen from him, which makes me think that he must have a debut date circled on his calendar for sometime soon. At this point, I don't know if he has enough size to bang with the bigger guys in the division, but if he sticks to what got him to the party to begin with, I can see a scenario where he ends up as a top 3 finisher. I don't know if you guys remember the social media debate we had a few weeks ago about whether or not the vacuum pose should be added to the classic physique division, but if that ever ends up coming to fruition, somebody needs to make sure they use Cody Drobot's picture as the new standard. Recently, I had a chance to talk to some people close to the Drobot camp who told me that Cody's on track to bring in his all-time best this year, which should make him a serious contender in whatever show he decides to jump into next. I know more than a few people who see this kid as a future Olympia competitor, so if he wants to have his shot at the big dance, first he's going to need to make sure he gets himself an invite to the party. Embrace the hunger, learn to enjoy the long, hard cardio sessions, the exhausted training, the pain. In those moments, it's most important to remember why you started so you can push even harder to reach that next level. Those wise words are brought to you live and direct from the fingertips of Steve Kuclo, who's been having himself one hell of a season in case you haven't noticed. The King Snake has been on a seek and destroy mission from day one this year, and that mentality really shows through how you watch what he's been doing as he's gotten better and better as the season's gone on. At his best, I see Steve as a guy who has the talent to be one of the top 8 guys on the planet. So it'll be interesting to see how much gas he has left in the tank once he starts to step on the accelerator down the home stretch. My grandmother used to say, if you don't have something nice to say, then don't say anything at all. But luckily for William Bonac, he's letting his physique do the talking, because otherwise he'd probably be hurting a whole lot of feelings right now. On Wednesday, Team Bonac decided to release an update that looked half like a progress photo and half like a mugshot, which might be his way of sending a message to his Olympia compadres that he means business. Obviously, when you've been one of the top 2 or 3 guys in the world for the last few years, like he has, you're always within striking distance. But because he's so damn close, all he needs is one tiny thing to break his way to turn this whole division upside down. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.